They call it Groot, a humanoid plant that's been traveling recently as 89P13's personal houseplant / muscle.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're exploring the superhero origins of Groot. Our favorite sentient plant being has multiple origin stories in the comics. We'll be covering his first Marvel Comics appearance, the retconned origin in the Guardians of the Galaxy series, and his time in the MCU. Which Groot do you like best? Adult, teen, or Baby Groot? Let us know in the comments. The monster from Planet X. Created by Stan Lee, Larry Lieber, and Jack Kirby, the original Groot made his first appearance in Tales to Astonish number 13 in 1960 as an alien invader from Planet X. He arrived on Earth for the purpose of collecting an entire town of humans to bring back to his home planet for experiments. That's right, the Groot we all know and love actually started out as a villain, and with a much more extensive vocabulary. The humanoid tree creature, who called himself the overlord of all the timber in the galaxy, gained strength from absorbing wood and threatened to make trees come alive. And he wasn't bluffing. The roots started to form a net to lift the town away. But scientist Leslie Evans managed to defeat the giant tree monster by unleashing a colony of special termites that ate away at his wooden body. And that was it for the monster from Planet X, until 1976, when he showed up in The Incredible Hulk Volume 2, Annual Number 5. Zenmu, the living titan, created duplicates of 5 monsters, including Groot, to defeat the Hulk. The two went branch to hand, and though he put up a good fight with wooden needles, Groot was defeated yet again. Groot returned in 1997's The Sensational Spider-Man number 1, but this time he was a literal nightmare. When a pre-powered Peter Parker stayed up late at night reading monster comics, the monsters ended up in his dreams. In this nightmare scenario, Peter and Uncle Ben are out fishing when they're attacked by Gigantus and then Groot. But before the tree monster could do any harm, he was smashed by the Van Doom monster. Howling Commandos. In 2005's Marvel Monsters, Monsters on the Prowl number 1, Tanalir Tavan, aka The Collector, kept Groot and many other creatures in his earthly zoo. When the villainous Mole Man attacked the Collector's menagerie, he freed Groot and all of the other beings. The group of monsters wreaked havoc in New York, but were ultimately apprehended by Marvel's various superheroes. Groot appeared a year later in Nick Fury's Howling Commandos, S.H.I.E.L.'s supernatural team of monster-hunting monsters. He began as a prisoner, but soon joined the Howling Commandos in taking down Merlin. Yeah, the wizard. Groot redeemed himself, and for the first time, he got to be the hero instead of the villain. Annihilation Conquest. In the 2007 miniseries Annihilation Conquest Star-Lord, Groot's monstrous origins were retconned. While imprisoned by the Kree, reason unknown, Groot is introduced to Star-Lord as a, quote, self-proclaimed monarch of Planet X, likely the last remaining of the Flora Colossi race. He's also considered royalty and even speaks in full sentences. Groot's buddy Rocket Raccoon refers to him as Your Highness and uses him as a mode of transportation, a benefit from having an enormous friend. Groot sacrifices himself during the battle against the Phalanx, something he'll do many times in the future. However, he returns to the team as a Sprig and progressively grows to his full size. Groot's unique powers and abilities were an asset to the team, including superhuman strength, control over plant life and trees, and regeneration, which comes in handy since he's died a few times. He sacrificed himself again in Annihilation Conquest number 6, but his old pal Rocket replants one of his twigs and once again, he grows back to his towering height. Guardians of the Galaxy. Groot joins the Guardians of the Galaxy following the events of the Annihilation storyline. It's theorized that this Groot is not the same Groot from the Big Bad Monster days, but rather a different Flora Colossus. Everyone on the planet does have the same name after all. Guardians of the Galaxy number 14 explained this Groot's backstory, briefly exploring the home of the Flora Colossi, Planet X, capital of the Branch Worlds. The rulers of the planet, called the Arbor Masters, used a photosynthetic method to educate the saplings. They absorb sunlight and in turn gain generations of elder knowledge and experience. This process of photonic knowledge is how the species possesses a genius-level intelligence. One day, when Groot was a young sapling, he fought another sapling for attacking the maintenance mammals, creatures enslaved to tend to the planet's biome. After saving his mammal friends, Groot momentarily enjoyed their affection. But his brethren retaliated and Groot ended up killing one of them, resulting in his exile by the Arbor Masters. Maximus the Mad shares some insight in number 17, telling the others about Groot's royal lineage and impressive education, citing his knowledge of quasi-dimensional superpositional engineering. He also explained the language of the Flora Colossi. According to Maximus, their species experiences a hardening of the larynx, making everything he says sound like I am Groot. The key to understanding, he says, is to listen for the nuance of meaning. Groot went on to many more space adventures with his new team, appearing in 2010's The Thanos Imperative and 2012's Avengers Assemble. He even encounters Venom in Guardians of the Galaxy number 22, becoming venomized. Don't worry, it's only temporary. Groot and Rocket Raccoon. In 2015, Groot got his own solo series which offered more background, notably how he befriends his future fellow Guardian Rocket Raccoon. In number 2, Groot and Rocket share a cell, and though it takes the feisty raccoon a minute to warm up to the big guy, it's the start of their friendship. Rocket also begins to completely understand his new pal, even though he's only saying his trademark line. In number 6, Rocket and Groot head to Earth for a little road trip, and on their itinerary is partying with the X-Men. Here, Groot telepathically communicates with Jean Grey, asking her for help locating someone, and in doing so, explains his origins. He tells Jean that he was not like the rest of his kind, and was horrified by how they attacked other worlds, capturing humans and creatures for experimentation. One night, he rescues a human girl named Hannah and sends her home. The kind act gets him banished from his world. But this encounter with Hannah inspired him to find a new life with new friends. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Groot in the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy hit theaters in summer 2014. 4 years after Marvel producer Kevin Feige said there was potentially a project in the works.
Don't drink fountain water, you idiot. That's disgusting.
Yes, you did. I just saw you doing it. Why are you lying?
It was the first time many casual fans had even heard of the Galactic Heroes, and it was an instant hit. Vin Diesel, best known for his action movie roles, was cast as the voice of Groot.
I am Groot.
Well, that's just as fascinating as the first 89 times you told me that. What is wrong with Giventree here?
Well, he don't know talking good like me and you. So his vocabularistics is limited to I and am and Groot.
While the character only said 3 words, the actor worked hard on his inflections and even recorded in multiple languages. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out in 2017 as part of the MCU's Phase 3. Having sacrificed himself at the end of Volume 1, as he's been known to do, Rocket replanted what was left of Groot, who was then called Baby Groot.
I'm Groot.
He's relieved you don't want him to.
I'm Groot.
He hates ads.
I'm Groot.
On anyone, not just himself.
I'm Groot.
Vin Diesel also provided the high-pitched voice for Baby Groot in the sequel, as well as 2018's Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I am Groot.
Okay, thank you very much.
What is Drax really like?
I am Groot.
Thank you.
Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame gave us an angsty teenage Groot who apparently had a mouth on him.
Groot, put that thing away. Now, I don't want to tell you again. Groot.
I am Groot.
Whoa!
Hey.
He also shows up with the Guardians briefly in 2022's Thor: Love and Thunder. But since 2014, Baby Groot has become a pop culture icon. The little guy gets his own Disney Plus series of shorts on August 10th, 2022.
I am Groot.
And Groot will also return with his space buddies in the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, slated to premiere in December. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.